Hey y'all, welcome back to the ranch. I'm Jared Paul, and today we're going to be trying to save a mimosa Brazilian rain tree. It was attacked by spider mites the other day. It's received its treatment, and now I'm going to prune it back and get it under some of my best grow lights and see if we can't save this tree. Before we get to that, I would really like to show you update. This is our avocado from a cutting. And it was cut from an avocado tree that I had grown from seed. And if you'll notice, look at all these new buds. Boom, and boom, and boom. And I'm even getting them down low here. See, right there? How cool is that? So lots of back budding. I mean, normally with the avocado plants that I have, they just get huge and long and leggy, and you're lucky if you get it to rebud one time, at best two. But getting these three up top and then some low branches, I really see some bright future for this. Right now it just looks like a twig in the dirt, but I'm sure my bonsai broskies out there can appreciate the future potential of this bad boy. All right, Millie and a mimosa tree all coming up on today's episode of Jarhead Bonsai. All right, y'all, so here it is. Got a couple of leaves left, but the way they look to me, it looks like they're yet to fall off. The spider mites really hit it hard. And the frustrating thing about spider mites is you see, some weird activity with the leaves, but they don't really show up until, I swear, the next day they're in full infestation mode. And you get all that webbing up in the top branches. With this one, it was quick. And this is with new planting. So I'm curious if I prune it back. I was leery about pruning it back last time when I first potted it because it was a new species to me, and I typically don't do both at the same time with a new plant. But today I'm thinking, since I did a spider mite treatment, that I'm going to give it a pruning to where I would have wanted it to be, since I'm in risk of losing it anyways. And hopefully that will generate some back budding and growth, and maybe, bring some energy back closer to the trunk. I don't know. This thing's a little leggy. So I'm going to try to make lemonade out of lemons. Even though the spider mites got it, I might be able to save this one. So that's what I'm going to do now. My first impression was that I liked how this one kind of fanned out, and it had two different trunks going away from each other. But it's just too long before it starts branching. I'd like to start developing some more branching earlier on, with this one going out in more of a cascading. If I could get it into a half cascade and even a full cascade eventually, that would be great. So I'm going to cut back to where the nodes are facing down, and hopefully I could get those rocking. And then this one coming back across, it really does nothing for me, but I'm thinking if I cut it back, I might get one to split to go out forward and back. So I'm going to take this one all the way back. And here, I get a divide here and a third one here, but there's also a branch towards the back that's small that might be desirable. So I'm just going to nip the tip on this one. Looks like there's even a node at the top there, so that might be cool. An ant just went crawling off. Well, I don't know if ants eat spider mites, but dude, if you do, why weren't you doing your job? So I treated the spider mites with Wipeout Spider Mites. It's an essential oils, all natural, organic spray. And, I just have a ton of bug issues, whether it's aphids or spider mites or these mealy, nasty things. It happens when you have tons of different species, tons of trees, inside, outside, different rooms, different soils. It just happens. So, got to stay ahead of it. I'm gonna take a look tonight. My buddy Mark out in Denver, he had recommended something, but I'm going to take a look. So if you have recommendations for how you treat your bugs, go ahead, let me know in the comments below. So since we got this little one coming off the back, this one's pretty cool, and I want downward growth. I think I'm going to cut these top two back to their last. Boom. And boom. And then this one's nice. I probably won't let it get higher than this height, but maybe it gives a little natural canopy there. We just get the flow on this one. Now this guy has pretty much all vertical growth, so I'm not too much of a fan of it. But this branch over here is nice. It's a lot thinner than the apex, so why don't I bring this big guy all the way back to here. And this one, just take the tip off of that one, and this one I'll take back to here. That is a bud facing out this way, so that would be cool. So if I get a little canopy, nice canopy going, that tropical effect, keep it small, keep pruning it back, I think this, if it survives, could be a really cool mimosa, Brazilian rain tree, however you know it as. And I still dig this pot. When these leaves are in nice bloom, well, let me nip these off. I'll just nip this tip here. So when these things are, in full bloom, they have those nice little pinkish purple flowers. They look like fireworks. And then these things go from open to closed, but they give a nice canopy. And they have plenty of prickers, so they stick to you, so be careful. All right. All right, so on second thought, after spinning around and looking at it, I think that it's already gotten too leggy and I want to take it back more. So I'll take it back to here. Actually, you know what? That's too thick for up here. Let's take this back to here. And then this little guy I'll take to here. And I think this fits the pot a little bit better as well. And then this is just way too vertical, so I'm going to take it entirely out. It's just too thick. The other ones won't catch up. And I've got this small little one coming off the back here. You can see that. There's a small little guy, so that leaves us with some nice divides. And this last one I'll just take down. Take that one down to here. So I'm not really like stressing losing this one. I do not want to lose it. I never want to lose a tree, but I did purchase it from somebody else. It was grown from seed by them and grown in a different environment, a different soil that I'm used to using. And if I grow something from seed, it's like one of my babies. I will pace and think about what I'm going to do. But with something like this, I'm willing to, get a learning lesson out of it, see how hardy the tree actually is and how it responds to distress and to pruning itself. So rather than go into another frame, I'll just end it here. Thanks again for joining me on Jarhead Bonsai, y'all. Hope you enjoyed your time here at the ranch. Hopefully we have success with this little Brazilian rain tree. I really like this species, and if I don't get this one to work, I think I will order some seeds and do it myself. So I'll keep you updated on that. Have a good day, y'all.